let me update state of dev. Cool, we did it. We talked about state of dev. Stop with the stream. All right, Total told me to stop, so I'm just gonna cut the stream here, you guys. Thanks for watching. All right. Bye. Oh shit! I almost. Man, I am so disorganized today. I've had like, I want to say like I've had one cup of coffee too much, but I don't even drink coffee. I'm just so stoked to be here, you guys. I've had such a boring day today. I've just been like, oh, I should start stream earlier. Anyway, pro streamer, hell yeah. So let's look at some community highlights. I know that we were all looking forward to the community highlights because I know I am. So well, that's not working. Why did that not bump up? I swear to God, I checked this before I started streaming today. Oh God, I wish I had more screens. There you go. All right, let's do it. Community highlights. Hey everybody, welcome to community highlights. This is the community highlights portion of the stream where we look at some of the stuff that community has built. Are you ever organized? I'm not gonna answer that question. So let's just dive into it. And the first one is actually my favorite. So if you haven't heard, there was a boat that got stuck in the Suez Canal, and somebody had the idea of why don't they just dismantle the boat? And I thought this was pretty funny. I want to point out one thing though. What the fuck are they shipping? They're shipping motors and cables and fuck is that called? Condoms. Yeah. Plastic and reinforced iron. No, wait, reinforced. God damn it, what is that called? No, not steel. Heavy. Is it heavy? Is it heavy? Oh, modular frame. That's the thing I was looking for. Heavy modular frames. Is not the first one? Maybe it isn't. Oh, no, it's not. All right, whatever. I play our game. Don't worry about it. So, I don't know what materials are used to build the boat. Either the boat is motors, that thing, cables, and plastic, or it's just, and it's not shipping anything, or it's shipping like nothing. But what a waste, you know? Like, look at that big boat, and it's only shipping that. I thought that was pretty funny. Do you even Satisfactory? I do. It's just I get very easily distracted, and I forget things. All right. Next up, we have from Autism, who's how did they do this? Is this actually like, is there a collision thing where when you sit down? But it looks amazing. I love it. It's like, don't tell mom I'm hiding here. I love it. It's so cute. You can also tell that they're like still holding on to the steering wheel. 1 million grind points, exactly. Oh, it's a multiplayer thing? Oh, okay. See, why would you guys want us to fix this? I don't understand when people are complaining about multiplayer. This looks amazing. It's Tony Hawk. Yeah, it is. All right, next up we have some artsy photo from Brogogon. It's an oil rig, and ooh, it's so misty. So what's going on? We'll never know. So secret. I like it. I have a weakness for oil rigs in Satisfactory. Like when people build like these type of situations where they build on water, it's like it looks like an oil rig or something like that. So they got their fuel generators here set up. I like that shit. I stand. I like it. And you can make it any artsy photo. Why not? You know. So digging it. I'm digging it. Next up we have from Carnival VC. Oh, I need Jace. Jace carried this segment so that he could pronounce people's names. But I love how those poles look like the reflection of the generator in like a column. Like, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, Carnivale VC, voice channel coffee. Really cool style here with the pillars and the ramps. This is a little bit of a fun fact, but this reminds me a lot of one of the very, very early versions of a trailer we were looking into making. I think it was the first like gameplay reveal trailer. Ramps? Did I not say ramps? One of the early trailers, we had an idea of building a base that kind of looked like this, where you'd have like pillars going up and you had the stuff going into them. E3 one, I think it was one after that, possibly, but I just remember because the fun fact here, or the little fun anecdote here, is that when we make trailers, we have our trailer team, like sometimes they do it in editor, sometimes they do it in the save file and like build and then save and load it up in editor again, because sometimes it's easier to load the game and load it in like the actual game and work there and make the factories that we want to use in a trailer and then put it back in editor, instead of having to load everything in editor and build it in there, because that can be very constraining. So so this particular base that they built was in editor, and they also saved it in the persistent level in Satisfactory, so it would show up in our save files. So like we would be running around in our own save files, and then suddenly we would run into someone else's factory, and we're like, what's going on? And this was a thing that happened a lot. Like they'd save vehicles in random placements in the world and stuff like that. And since then, I'm pretty sure we've moved all the trailer stuff away from doing that way, just because it got really annoying. Sounds like a good multiplayer feature. Yeah. Well, it happened in single player too. It was just like you'd load your own save file and you'd have someone else's factory in there. But anyway, this is a really cool build. I love it. I'm not quite sure if it's just like a constructor going on. I can't really see what's being built, but I dig. All right, next up we have from Jace or Hjertis or Hurtis or however. This is a little bit of a throwback, you guys. If you haven't played Satisfactory before update 3, if you played, no, sorry, before update 2, before update 1, gosh, so long ago. If you were with us since the beginning, you might recognize this building pattern. So this is before we had lifts in the game, which was very, very cumbersome, because every time you wanted to bring, you know, your resources up in the world, you'd have to do this spiral thing. And there were, I really enjoyed that time, because I knew we were gonna add elevators. The fun thing is that when we launched Satisfactory, we actually didn't have any plans for elevators for the release of it. And in hindsight, it kind of looks, it sounds weird saying that, because like, how can you play the game without lifts? Yeah, lifts was update 1. So that was before update 2. That was the first update we made, was lifts. And looking back, like I can't like even, how did we manage? Yeah, update 1 was when we reintroduced elevators or lifts. That was what that update was about. So yeah, it's looking back at it now, it feels weird. And but yeah, here we are. Look how far we've come. I really want to like load a pre-update 1 save file and just like play multiplayer and just see how different everything is and how like everything looks, but also to see how much better multiplayer is right now than it was back then. Let me tell you, it's been improved vastly since update 1. All right, so next up we have from lookitsawook or lookitsawook. Wook, I think it's Wook. There's a bug in the game. I don't know if we fixed this or not. Maybe it's fixed internally, but sometimes equipment scales up. And when we saw that, we were like, why would we want to fix that? Here's one. We did a similar thing last week when I showed off like a chainsaw. Best thing I saw was a giant nut. Oh shit. When we saw this like bug, we were like, why would we want to fix this? But we have fixed it, at least internally. I don't know if it went live. I don't know when this is from. 6006. This is one of the earlier ones. So I think this is already live. I don't think this bug exists anymore. So yeah, but it's Mama. It's a mothership factory cart. It's coming for you. It can also look. It kind of, if it weren't for that factory cart in the foreground, it would also almost look like that's a factory cart that's like flying towards you and about to hit you in the face. But no, it's a huge factory cart. You're gonna die. Happens every time you die. Well, enjoy it while you can. Because it honestly it makes the game look better. All right, next up we have from Makeyourselfnerd. Love that name. Yo, this tip is fucking genius. So in update 4, we changed how snapping works a little bit. So you can snap to walkways now. So you can snap to a lot more stuff as well, other things as well. But specifically, you can snap to walkways. And this Makeyourselfnerd found out a way to build. I don't know if they did, but they're the one that posted it. A way to just like put two conveyor belts in like on top of the foundations, so it becomes like a treadmill, and that's fucking genius. So that you can like walk faster in your factory. It's like you know at the airport when you're like mind the gap, and it's like you're walking that thing. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, like an airport thing. It reminds me of that. So really digging that. I'm gonna take that to heart. Remember, hopefully we don't fix that bug. I don't know if it isn't a bug, but Travelator, is that what it actually is called? Rolling sidewalk. Rolling sidewalk like sounds more like proper. People mover. That's the scientific term for it. Love it though. It's a great tip, and I just wanted to share it with all you guys because if they inspired me, let me help them inspire the rest of you. Foot massager? Wait, I don't know what kind of massage places you go to. But let's call it a Travelator. Done deal. All right, cool. Next up, we got from Nobody's Chaos, and also known as DrawingXaos. This is very moody, and I like it. Radioactive. I was watching someone else's stream where they have built like lights on top of their. They'd made like a bus, and they had green lights, and I really thought it was like radioactive material. I was like, whoa, they got nuclear already? But it was just lights. They were goofing. Stream colors. Yeah, it is. It's almost. I don't see. Like stream colors to me is always like blue and purple. It's like the bi flag color. I guess green is a little bit like, but I feel like it's mostly blue and purple whenever I watch streamers when they have stream setups. But yeah, really nice looking situation here. I like how the light is reflected in the cup too. Look at that screen spaced ambient occlusion. My God. Nice. It's also really good like composition of the factories and stuff. Really digging it. 10 nuke plants. You heard it here first, folks. Energy to last you for the winter. Billie Eilish? Yeah, it is Billie Eilish nuke factory. Love it. Okay, next up we have from Taco 443322, who's just chilling with their buddy, who we will not name them. It ends with a T, but you'll never guess what their first name is. But just digging the vibe here, checking out the sunset, checking out their water extractors and their space elevator. Not much else to go on here, but they got some shit rolling. So really digging it. This game's got some vibes from time to time. Okay, next up we have from TNT Cruiser. Really digging this one. Gotta say. Yeah, you can just see Mr. Bean there as well. Yeah. Really digging this situation too. What's it called? Power station, I think. Coupling substation. That's what we're looking for. Substation. Yeah. Really nice situation here with the using the stackable conveyor poles and the walkways. Really digging their color scheme here. I don't quite understand how they managed to do. They probably just built short ladders and just stacked them, but they made that like alternating color on the ladders, which is really nice looking. I really hope that's not. I really hope it's like you change the color on the railings and you get like the other option. I really hope our game is smart enough to do that, and they haven't built like alternating ladders, because that's a fucking pain in the ass. Really digging the look of that. This is probably the first time I've seen colored ladders, actually, to be honest. But really digging it. Really digging this substation situation. Really creative. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. And is this the last one? Yes, this is the last one. So this is from XSEIDET. XSEIDET. Whatever. Really nice looking little cottage. And they've also added there's another post in this on our Reddit where they've shown like how they make that sloped ceiling or roof, which is pretty nice looking, if I do say so. That was also on Reddit? Yes. Reddit all the way. And I'm assuming they're making power because the water extractors and whatnot going into that little timeshare condo. Yeah, so it's 1 meter ramps, and they've built like steps, and then they used them to step down and clip it into the walls. And it looks pretty dandy. So yeah. Cool stuff. Thank you so much everyone for submitting. We kind of just braced through that. Speed running it now that I'm alone. I don't have Jace to distract me. But if you want your stuff to be highlighted on our community highlights, make sure to use the Satisfactory screenshots hashtag on Twitter, and I'll find it there. Or use the screenshot flare on Reddit. When are bulldozers coming? You already got the dismantle gun. Why would you want more than that? Actually, fuck nature. You should be able to bulldoze nature. That's kind of true, actually. What's the stuff on the windows? So yeah, they've used 2 power poles and stacked them on top of each other. And then there's a light. It's 1 power pole, and then they've stacked a light on top of it. There's a way to like place the street lights on top of power poles, and then they've turned them inward, so they're facing into the building. I kind of am curious what it looks like inside. But I'm digging that setup as well. There was another guide on how to do this, but I don't know. You need much of a guide for that. You place a power pole and you can stack a light on that. So yeah, like I said, use the screenshot flare on Reddit. We also do a content creator highlight on our streams. And this week I wanted to highlight It's Only Jill, who's a streamer who's just started playing Satisfactory, and she's gotten way too much into it, which I'm glad for her. But we're gonna check out a little clip from her stream. If I can remember which button I pressed this one.
No clipping? Hey! Oh god, I hate it, but it's the only way for me to get the elevator down here. Oh my god, how am I gonna do this without falling? I almost died. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at that.
Almost died, but didn't die. You made it, Jill. You did it. So check out Jill. She's just started streaming Satisfactory. She's a variety streamer, I think, but she's been doing a lot of Satisfactory this last couple of weeks. So give her some love. Give her some love, and yeah, check her out. Check her out. All right, fam. Cool. We did it. We fucking blazed through that shit.